Thanks a lot. With Jason, the newest Astro here, you said you wanted to play in many meaningful games. Did this one feel like it meant something?
100%. What an opportunity, to come out here and be a part of a group that's been grinding, fighting, and, in first place, obviously wanting to hold on to that, but just playing some tough teams down the stretch, and that's playoff baseball.
Yeah, their starting pitcher, very tough today, Singer. So when you go up, you've got runners in scoring position there. What are you thinking?
I just want to do the best I could to be early enough, be on time. All of us were talking about how he's quick to the plate. He makes good pitches, and sometimes he has a lot of room for error that way. So after seeing him from the windup, from the stretch, I knew I had to be even quicker and was able to get a mistake. He made it his middle in and hit it down the line. Nobody was there.
Eighth inning was wild for you guys. You were able to have a front row seat to your new teammates grinding out some at-bats, too. What did you notice from the guys? What did you take away from all that?
Oh, exactly that. I think guys weren't overthinking it, grinding out the at-bats, wanting to do the best they could for the team, obviously, and keeping it simple. And honestly, I saw a lot of trust there in the guy behind them. If the pitch wasn't there, they said, okay, I'm going to take it. I'll take my base and give the next guy a shot. And obviously, it's awesome to have some guys come through, and it's nice to see some things go our way tonight.
Finally, for the fans who haven't heard from you yet or getting to know you now, what makes you excited to be a part of this group?
Playoff baseball, and just games like tonight, just finding a way out of no way and hanging in there. Saw absolutely no panic from the guys and just having fun. And it's nice to see everybody come together right there and rise up. So what a win, and it's awesome to be here first game tonight in front of the Houston fans.
There you go. We're glad you're here. Thanks for the time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
With your new teammates.
Well, I didn't forget, and those at home should definitely not forget how good Hunter Brown really was tonight. Speaking of tonight's win, may not have been the most prettiest win.
Yeah.
But like I've said before, they don't ask how, they ask how many in the end game. So that's what's important, is these guys got the win, but Hunter was superb as he's been for the last 3 months.
Amazing. It was action-packed. We're going to show you Hunter's performance for sure. Let's start, though, with that action-packed eighth inning, and it begins with Jose Altuve. No outs yet. He's going to get a walk. And then we have Victor Caratini at the plate.
Yeah, just another guy off the bench. The last guy off the bench, and Victor Caratini has been so good off the bench in pitch hit situations. Him and Dubon seem to be those guys. When you need that big pitch hit, they step up for you. Not trying to do too much. Obviously, everybody wants to hit a big homer right there. Single back up there. Here's where it got really crazy. Urseg trying to barehand the ball as a pitcher. Never really a good idea. Wild throw. We see Pasquantino go down hard. Reiner running hard out of the box, thinking he has a chance for this. But this is where it really all turned around for the Astros in the eighth inning. Ended up scoring the tying run on this. But kind of just a little bit of a panic here for Urseg and just trying to rush a little too much.
It looked like it hurt.
I mean, it came off the bat at 97. Anybody trying to catch 97 with their bare hands, got to be pretty brave, but that's just a reaction from a pitcher right there.
Yeah, so Zach DeZenzo is now at the plate, and, you might, it's tempting to take a huge swing, but it ended up being his patience what made this a great at-bat, and then, of course, able to get a walk here.
Yeah, this will be an at-bat that kind of goes unnoticed, so to speak, by a lot of people, because this is a rookie at-bat. In a big situation.
And he knows it too.
And he knows it. You see the excitement right there. A lot of guys get a little too crazy in these at-bats and try to do a little too much, but he stayed within his zone right there. Dubon right here, just doing what he can do off the bench. His second at-bat of the night, so not necessarily a pinch hit, but he was still in there to make a big moment happen for him and give the Astros a little bit of a cushion and give Josh Hader a little bit more breathing room to go out there and relax and do what he does best.
Yep, Dubon singles to left. The score, Pena scores on that error. How sweet it is, a 6-3 win. And for a while, we were questioning whether it would happen, but just fantastic for the Astros to get this win. We talked about this pregame. The Astros and the Royals, they're in that playoff hunt. It's almost September, so every game matters.
Absolutely. And not only are the two teams in the playoffs, but as we were talking about the pregame, Royals had the Astros number for the last 6+ games, haven't beat them in 6 games until tonight. So it's good to see them in that streak and start off this series with a W.
It was not a good game for Hunter Brown last time he faced the Royals, but that was all the way back on April 11th. And he has become a completely different pitcher since then. And man, did we see it today. He went 6 2/3, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, none earned, 2 walks, and then 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, the only downfall for Hunter today is he didn't get the W on the game. I mean, like you said, unearned runs ended up costing him. Couldn't get that, those big pitches. And it wasn't even like he got beat. He got a little bloop double against him to kind of, against Abreu, to get him out of there. But he kept his composure all night. And the guys like this could have easily just, these guys have my number. I'm not going to be the same guy, but what we saw tonight out of Hunter Brown was just the same old guy we've seen for the last couple of months and just settles in and just does his thing.
His secondary pitches tonight the changeups, the curve. Like, what did you see from him as far as pitch selection?
I think that's what's made him such a better pitcher since the beginning of this year. Is he relied a little too much on that four-seamer early on this season, and you saw how well it got hit against. He's really incorporated his curveball, that two-seamer that he has that kind of runs in there. And we saw quite a bit of changeups tonight from him, which is something we haven't seen from him in a whole lot of starts. I think I saw 2-3-2 changeups from him. So not his top two pitches by any means, but having the confidence to throw those in big situations shows you how good Hunter is really feeling up there.
Let's take a look at the month of August for the Astros starting pitchers, of course, minus the start from Justin Verlander. The new acquisition, Yusei Kikuchi. Of course, we could not have asked for more from Kikuchi. What an acquisition that was by Dana Brown. Hunter Brown has been consistent as usual. Fantastic game from Spencer Arrighetti we saw in Philadelphia. And then, of course, Fromber and Rennell. What have you seen from these guys, Josh?
I mean, I'm looking at the opponent averages down there at the bottom. Everybody's in the one outside of Ronel Blanco. And that right there just speaks volume, not only just because your starters are doing that, but you're getting that production out of two guys who are still, rookies, don't have that veteran experience or the leadership that you see. What you're seeing from Kikuchi is pretty expected. Fromber being Fromber, enough said. But to see Hunter Brown, Spencer Arrighetti really take, the front, they could easily be the number 1 and 2 guys of the second half for this rotation. And that's something you just don't see out of rookie pitchers and rookie players in general.
Everybody has had to step up, too, with all of the injuries that the Astros had. They had 5 starting pitchers on the IL at one point. That's major.
It's a big blow coming out of spring training when you have that many guys that you're not expecting to have in your rotation, and just to have them there to eat up innings. But to do that and be successful, it just shows you how good this organization has been at getting those guys ready and keeping them prepped. And as soon as they get up here, they just jump right in line. And we're seeing this 6-man rotation now. It could be very beneficial for those young guys. Give you that extra day of rest. Give Justin Verlander, Optimus Prime, an extra day of rest. Coming off an injury. So it just gives those guys a little bit extra time to kind of recuperate, and just maybe give them a little bit more than they need in the game.
Yeah, Hunter Brown even said that in his interview with Julia that we saw in the pregame show about that extra day. All right.
And not really where you see a first baseman playing when the infield's in.
His second at-bat as an Astro, cool, calm, collected. And I do want to point out, for those watching that don't know, the last Astros player to wear number 22 right here.
You're looking at him.
What does it feel like?
It's different because Omar Lopez had it for the last couple
Coach
of years.
Omar.
And, when the COVID season hit around, he says, Red, if you don't re-sign with this team, the day we enter the offseason, I'm taking it and I'm getting it reprinted. So he said it was his number, but it's good to see that number out there. A little different, but, I'm retired, so good for him. He got his number, and that's what's important. It's good to always see guys when come to a new team and get the number they're comfortable with because, we're baseball players. We're superstitious.
Well, now you get to talk about it on TV.
Absolutely.
It's perfect. All right, let's go out to the clubhouse and hear the Joe Espada press conference presented by Nissan.
Well, always starts with Altuve, right? Leadoff walk. He sets the tone, and then a ton of good at-bats. Caratini, DeCenso, got bases loaded walk. Staying in the zone and not chasing, that's huge. For a young player to have the presence and the capabilities just to stay calm and understand the magnitude of that at-bat and get that walk, that was big. Doobie with another big knock. I don't know how many times he's gotten big knocks for us this year, but, these guys, they like big moments like that. So that's a huge win there.
Do you feel like tonight was one of just an example of how the additions to your roster
and having pieces that you can go to and you trust allow me to make those moves, and guys being prepared and embracing their roles, right? Be ready because I'm going to use you, and I'm not afraid to use anyone. DeCenso playing third base there. He hasn't played an inning in the big leagues, third base, and he makes a diving play. Caratini stretches and all that kind of stuff. It's good stuff, man. I'm so proud of these guys, because they never quit.
On top of it, that is for DeCenso, just spot, bases loaded, falling behind, not to chase.
Yeah, shit. It's huge, man. Because of, young players want to step up and they want to help the team, contribute to the team by, doing something big in that moment, right? So you got to deal with that element of, stay calm, stay within yourself, get a good pitch you hit. He knows what the guy's trying to do. He threw him like 3 really good sliders, and he lay off all of them. you know, that's how you mature, that's how you grow, that's how you learn, that's how you develop into a good major league player.
Hunter probably should have got out of that seventh inning, but just what did you just think of the way he battled through the entire game?
Yeah, he did. He did. You know, he makes some big pitches. A few plays that we didn't make behind some of our guys probably contributed to some guys making some extra pitches, but our guys are resilient. You know, our bullpen did a really good job. Presley, his first outing back from IL, that was really good. He looked really, really sharp.
You don't see Bregman get too upset like that. What happened to that event?
Well, you saw it. You know, he missed 2 pitches. And when Alex argues balls and strikes, 99% of the time he's right.
Are you surprised he did it that early? I mean, he didn't really give him much of a leash there.
No, you know, we playing big games, emotional games. I wanted to go out there too, and probably would have said something too. It's big games, and Alex didn't like it. I get it. I'm trying to win games, so you know, it's fine.
I saw that from the umpire's point of view. Looked like he shouldn't give Alex much time.
Well, you know, probably Alex said something that he shouldn't have said, so I don't.
En el caso de Heyward, claro que es cierto, no jugó con azul, pero que Alex también no lo jugaba la primera. O sea, pero toma el matchup, o sea, reemplazándolo con un derecho.
Sí. Eso, ese es el plan. Tener la oportunidad de tener esas piezas en el banco y dar la oportunidad a esos muchachos que vengan, porque ellos son matchup, pues ya lo hemos hablado antes de la serie que comience. Los muchachos están preparados y me siento más cómodo teniendo un derecho contra un zurdo, especialmente en esa situación. Sí, pareció ser como que el corredor pues estaba como que en el medio y no permitió que Whitcomb hiciera la jugada. Pero fui la vez y el corredor sí se detuvo y sí le dio espacio a Whitcomb. Thanks, guys.